Resupply at Fry's and Flagstaff, and the group that we were hanging out with yesterday, the day before, they have decided to get off trail. So once again, it's just wing it, Mayor and myself again. Mayor thinks we're cursed. Why are we cursed, Mayor?
Because out of like the 10 to 11 people that we've hiked with on this trail, every single one of them have quit. So, every person we have hiked with has quit. We are the only ones still hiking.
Yeah, so if you want to not quit your trail, don't meet us, apparently. We must suck to hike with. Are we that bad? Do we smell? Well, you can't really see because this DJI thing doesn't do it justice, but man, that's pretty. Alright, after a slow 1 mile in the snow from the Arizona Snow Bowl, it looks like we're coming out of the snow, hopefully. So the reports that we've heard is there is no snow from this point to the south rim of the Grand Canyon. So we are really banking on that because hiking in snow sucks, especially deep snow. But at least we have this pretty view for a little while. Ouch. All right, so sheesh, sink into my booty. That wasn't the last of the snow. That was just a little break from the snow. Yeah, well, there's cow poop right there. The snow is long gone. The sun is hot. And the trail is dry. It is 5 p.m. We have done 23 miles. I think we're gonna go for my first 30. So, but we have to fuel up, so we're making dinner right now. So we're trying to eat some dinner now just because we're both really hungry. And maybe that'll give Mayor a chance to catch up to us. He was like less than 2 miles behind us earlier, so he's probably pretty close. So we're gonna fuel up and do another 7 miles. Just eat dinner and now my belly hurts. And I absolutely do not want to do 7.5 more miles. Officially hiked my first 30-mile day ever and first 30 of the trail. But about a mile back, alongside the dirt road we're walking on, we saw some yellow eyes crouch beneath the juniper, and we yelled and it didn't move. I'm just gonna pretend it's a fox or a yellow-eyed lone deer or something, as long as it's not a mountain lion. Well, I guess you'll see if we're alive in the morning. Then maybe we'll try to do another 30-mile day. Stay tuned. We did not get eaten by the mountain lion last night. So that's good. but my legs are, like my ankles, my legs and hips are a little tender from our 30 yesterday. I think most of it is because we spent the first like 7 miles post-holing in waist deep snow. We're gonna see if we can do another 30 today. Also very exciting is we're tracking String Bean and he is just a few miles behind us. So at some point today, he will pass us. So another fun challenge of the day is there's no water on trail for over 20 miles. So I have 1.5 liters to get me 20 some odd miles, but there is a water source in 6 miles that's like half a mile off trail. So it's an overcast day. We have such flat terrain coming up, so it's gonna be really easy to hopefully bank some miles. So we'll see. I have to tell you like the super weird sequence of events last night. So we decide at like mile 23 to do a 30-mile day. So we do that, we eat dinner, we push out, it starts getting dark. We're about 1 mile away from our 30-mile day, and both Wing It and I look off to the right with our trail lamps, or with our headlamps, and we both see very large yellowish green eyes crouched beneath a juniper. So we kind of yell a little bit, it doesn't move, but its eyes follow us the whole way down the road. So we know whatever it is was watching us. So then we finally get to the 30-mile mark and we decide to set up our stuff for cowboy camping, and the opposite direction, we see this really bright yellow light and green light, and for some reason it was like suspended in the air. So we're kind of freaked out, like, what is that? And like after just seeing those eyes, we're already freaked out, so your mind starts wandering, and then it slowly starts coming towards us and getting bigger. And at this point it's completely silent, we can't hear anything. It's just this big light with this green light. You know what I'm thinking, extraterrestrials. And eventually it starts making a sound, so we know that it's like an aircraft of some sort. And it flies over, but it didn't look like an airplane. It just was yellow and green. Anyway, so that's fine. We start laughing because it's an airplane and not an alien coming to abduct us. Then I'm like, okay, well, let me go pee before we go to bed. And as soon as I turn around, the brightest, yellowest flash of lightning cracks across the sky. I said, nope, not happening. I got on my sleeping bag and I closed my eyes, and I was just over the day. So with the green eyes, the aliens, and the lightning, it made for quite a just weird night. So anyway, I'm glad for the daylight today. So I just learned that these fenced-in watering holes are actually for wildlife, like elk and javelinas and smaller animals to come drink without letting the cows in. But here I am, I got in. Well guys, we officially got to meet String Bean. When we were just getting back on trail from the water, he was pulling up and we just cheered him on, gave him some Gatorade, and just told him he was doing some epic shit. So it was really cool. I got to meet him, and now we can definitely relax for the rest of our day since we have met the FKT champ. Super humble guy, super nice, really sweet, and excited to watch him crush the FKT. And now we have to carry 4 liters of water for 15 miles to the next water source.
So this part of my shoe is rubbing on the bottom part of my ankle bone and it's really hurting. So I shoved my underwear down in there to give it a buffer. We'll see if that helps.
3 miles ago, all of a sudden I had this like pain in my left ankle bone. With each step, it was like something was hammering on my ankle bone. And it's just where my shoe hits on my ankle. With each step of my left foot, it's just hitting onto that. And it's just my shoe and my natural step. but it's made it tender enough where each step was like searing pain into my ankle bone. And I took some ibuprofen and Tylenol, and I can still feel it with each step, but it hurts a little less. So just gotta keep pushing. The Grand Canyon awaits.
Hell yeah, brother.